Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to do a frame swap for the P365. So I'm going to swap the slide, the FCU, and the magazine release into this Icarus 365 macro grip. And things first, we're going to need some Q-tips. We are going to need some gloves. We're going to need a cleaning kit because I'm going to clean the FCU from the grease, the factory grease. And we're also going to need a punch of some sort to get this rear thing out. And then I also have some Lucas Oil gun cleaner. And I'm going to put some high temp extreme duty gun oil from Lucas Oil in there, and just some Q-tips to apply all that stuff. So first things first, we're going to clear the firearms, empty the magazine. All right, she's all clear. From there, we're going to lock it back, put this down, and then release, and this should go forward. Look at that, even the factory yellow grease is still there, so that's gonna stay there. And then next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your punch of some sort and you're gonna push this little retention thing back out. So as you can see, if you can see right in here, it goes all the way through. This should pop out. Being that this is a new firearm, I haven't even shot it yet myself, but I've had this grip on order for some time. But being new, this might be a little bit difficult, so I'm going to do a quick time lapse, and you can laugh at my struggle. All right, so this is a really good tool, and that was not as hard as I expected. Next thing is I'm going to take apart the slide, and I'm also going to take out the magazine release because I need to swap that over in there. Ideally, if I had the time, I would probably swap out this slide release and get a more aggressive extended one, and apply the same thing for the magazine release on the pistol grip to access or manipulate that magazine release without having to adjust my grip every single time. I just have awkwardly sized baby hands, but you know, everyone has different size hands, and maybe I could also do something different or do some more research, but it's hard for me to fully manipulate that magazine release without adjusting my grip, but I've always had that issue. All right, guys, so everything here has been cleaned and oiled up, and then I even put a little bit of oil right there just so when it comes to putting the FCU in, it's a little bit easier. So as you can see, the takedown is all the way down, and basically you're going to slide it in as such. Going to apply a little forward pressure. You have to kind of push in from the back right here, and then now that it's in, make sure the holes in the back here line up, and then you're just going to repeat the process of taking this retaining pin, pointing it in there, and it should push straight through. This doesn't look a little bit, I might have to push this in a little bit push this a little bit more forward, but other than that, it should be good. Okay, guys, so the, I guess, retaining pin is fully seated in now. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get it fully in perfect, but I had a little difficulty putting it back in because there was a little spring on this side that kind of blocks it. So what I ended up doing was I took these needle nose, and then I just kind of put it flat on top, and then I just kind of hammered it in like that so that it would get as flush as possible. But overall, putting it in here wasn't too bad. It's going to be a tight fit for sure, so make sure you grease up both sides here. order to swap over that grip module over. So now we're going to take the magazine release out. Basically, we're going to push the magazine release all the way out. And then with something small, like this little thing right here, we're going to put it right into this hole. And then wedge it up. Hopefully this is strong enough to not bend, but you got to push in, down, and then bring it up, and then just keep on pushing it down, and then this should pop out eventually. So once you push it down enough, this should start to pop out a little bit, and then you can just pull it out, and the whole assembly for the magazine release should come out. So there's 3 parts. Ooh. There's 3 parts. So, like I said, there's 3 parts. You have your spring, this little pad thing, and then the actual button. So the spring goes right in there, and then this goes on top and kind of sandwiches as such. And then we're just going to reinstall it onto here. So this, we're going to, since this is the textured side, so as you can see, this side is not textured, this is the textured side. We're going to shove it in like this. And that's all in. So now this FCU has fully been transferred over, and for this magazine bevel, it doesn't go in here. As you can see on the Ace macro grip, there is no little hole for this. And then your last step, line everything up as such. Line it up on the runs here. And then you're going to pull it all the way back. Push up on the slide release. When you push up on the slide release, the takedown pin should be back in, and then just rack it back, and it should go forward. So it's already clear. Pull the trigger, do your free function check, rack it back, slowly let go for that trigger reset, and you are good to go. All right, guys, so first impressions with the new Icarus grip. It feels a lot more aggressive. One thing I think is because the grip is made of aluminum, there's much more stippling everywhere. So you can see here where your thumb would go, not on the factory grip, not much stippling, but here there's much more grip, especially up here, which feels super, super nice. The other thing is when you rest your trigger finger, there's these hand stops or brakes or whatever you're supposed to call them, I don't know, but it feels a lot more like I don't know, just feels really good. And also I do enjoy the cuts and the higher cuts in here because it gets me more forward. This one, I can adjust my thumb a little better and still maintain the same grip, while on this one, when I was doing it, I always had to adjust my, see here, I always have to adjust this to get full release. But now I don't. I can just move my thumb here, and then my grip stays more constant. So I really do like that. Plus the fact that it's aluminum definitely adds a little more weight. So this will definitely change how the gun shoots because of the additional weight. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Stay safe.